welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready for another video. This week we finalize our series about Portuguese gastronomy with the beautiful archipelago of Azores. I'm sure you have heard of it. It's beautiful, 9 islands, and it's amazing. And of course, the food won't disappoint either. So this week we will be talking about Azores, and then we finalize our series. So come in, let's talk. And let's talk about Azores. Azores is an amazing archipelago of 9 islands, um, situated in the North Atlantic towards the United States, and it's amazing. It has a lot of natural beauty. It's a volcanic archipelago, so you have the volcano and a lot of attractions connected to the volcanic activity, etc. Um, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place, known for its food, known for its natural beauty, known as well for its amazing cheeses. And I will be talking about the cheeses next week. And also known for some wines as well. So the capital is Ponta Delgada, but these days they also consider Angra do Heroísmo as well. So it has like an executive capital, which is Ponta Delgada, and another secondary one. But I will say Ponta Delgada because it's been the capital of this archipelago for a long time. So let's talk about the food. The food is one of the main things, and this is if you ask me, I think it's the most famous dish from Azores and one that everyone in Portugal knows. And I'm sure a lot of tourists know as well because a lot of people have already gone there and tried it. I've never tried it, I must say, because I've never been to Azores, unfortunately, but it's one of the destinations on my list. Which is the Cozido de Lagoa das Furnas. Furnas is a place. Obviously, there's the volcano and the volcanic activity, and it's known worldwide. People cooking with volcanic ash, for example, or cooking with in the ground with the heat of the volcano. It's known the the thermals, the baths from volcanic water, or hot baths from the volcanic water, which happen in Azores as well. And other countries that have volcanoes experience similar things. In Furnas or in Lagoa das Furnas, in Azores, they do the cozido à portuguesa, so that Portuguese broth that I've spoken about in another episode, with the meat and the vegetables and the chorizos and all that. They put everything in a pot and then they put in all in the ground. They cover it and they let it cook in the steam from the volcano. So it's amazing. It's one of the traditional dishes from Azores and definitely one of the most famous. The food is cooked with that natural heat, and obviously the flavors are amazing because everything is cooked at the same time, everything is in that pot, is protected, and the flavors develop all together, and it's really nice. Another thing that it's very common in tradition in Azores is alcatra, which is beef stew. There's a lot of beef production in the island. That's why one of the main cheeses are also cow's milk cheese, but I'll talk about cheeses in next episode. And this is like a beef stew, a very traditional beef stew from Azores, and it's really nice, especially in winter. And now in Australia we are in winter, so it will be great to have now. Yeah. Um, and now let's talk about sweets. And for my sweet tooth, that's one that has a very funny name. Honestly, I don't know how to translate that because it's one of uh, it's one of those Portuguese languages, and I honestly don't really know how I would translate this, and it's called camafeus. It's funny. Camafeus, and it is walnut biscuits because there's walnut production in Azores as well, and it's a walnut biscuit, and they're nice. They're really nice. They're dried biscuits, and they're very nice with your tea or coffee. Um, and they're called camafeus. So if you go to Azores, please try. I'll certainly will when I go there because I love walnuts. So this will be my type of sweet, and I always like the biscuits, dried biscuits, because they're usually less sweet than other cakes or any other desserts. The biscuits are usually less sweet, and because I like my tea or my coffee, I always like to have a biscuit. So it's a good thing. And then it's another one that is very famous and it's delicious. I love this one, which is called cornucopias. It's basically what you do is like a spiral. It's like a cone in puff pastry, and then inside you put cream. You can put either chantilly cream in continental Portugal. You will see these cakes sold and stuffed with chantilly, but there's also some, and I think the traditional ones will be with egg custard, and then they on top there's a little of a caramel and a bit of peanut, and that's it. And they're really nice because it's the crunch from the puff pastry, and then that delicious cream. It is amazing. I know that, for example, my husband is uh, crazy about cornucopias. I really like them as well. They're not for the faint-hearted, as you can imagine. They're quite sweet, but it's a very, 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 very sometimes food because of all the cream, of all the sweet involved. But they're nice. They're really nice, and I'm sure you will try it if you go to a search. So come on, book your trip. And that's all for today. I hope you really like this gastronomical adventure uh, through Portugal. We finish our series of the Portuguese gastronomy. I hope you really enjoyed it. And I also hope you enjoyed today's adventure through Azores, and that you are booking your next trip to Portugal and you will experience all of this. If you do, please leave your comment and share with us. Um, Before I go, once again, if you have any question, if you have any suggestion, please share. Let's make the conversation big and reach out to more people. Put a like, the YouTube, the algorithm, etc., etc., and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you will have a notification of a talk every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye.